This is rather interesting. Dave had asked me to respond in some way and explain why I'm on his ass, as he kind of figures I'm on his ass. Well, that's a pretty big ass to be on, first of all, and I don't mount men. But all pun aside, I wrote him on his channel and I told him exactly why. And didn't have to. I say it in my blogs. Prior to me having a GoFundMe account, I never had a problem, even with him. And he was on the It Takes Two channel at the time. So, never a problem. It wasn't until I had this GoFundMe and that shit with Obama was going on, where they said he was taking people's money to go to United States to handle his Social Security problem. Timing was lousy, I admit it. I had a GoFundMe to help these children in a community. Nothing more than that needs to be said, because it's been said 1,000 times before, but you get the picture. That's when it started. And that's when Dave started up with me. And ever since then, if not on a daily basis, certainly weekly, there was always something being said about him that was not positive, that was very negative, that was accusative, and this was ongoing and ongoing. He destroyed a friendship with a woman that I cherished a friendship with and her family. That's just the beginning, and I'm not supposed to be mad. There's always an innuendo about Gilda, always, historically. I got all the screenshots, everything here too, whatever, don't matter whether I do or not. Even if I didn't, they're all in my head. And then there's a continuation, recruiting people against me, lying, putting words in my mouth, which is especially important for newbies that come on, that don't know me. They get interested in his channel, and they figure his word is truth. That he's talking about some guy that's a troublemaker. They never met, they don't know who he is, but they're talking about him, meaning me. So there's a chance they're going to believe him. So that's how he indoctrinates and recruits people against me. He doesn't want to feel that he's right. Never. You can't wrong him. You can't wrong him. That's when he gets very defensive. It's an army thing. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. I don't care. He has gone to lengths of stalking my channels. He has me on notifications. So the minute I have a blog on, he's there. Whether it's the middle of the night, whatever it might be, he's there. Waiting with bated breath to see what I'm going to talk about next, to see what dirt he could find out on me, to give him an excuse to make a negative, uneducated response to what I had to say. This guy is asking me what the problem is, and the famous words that he always says on here, I never did nothing to make him mad. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? And I'll say the word. And you believe what's coming out of your mouth. You never accused me and proliferated the whole series of blogs that had to do with Nika in the wheelchair. You're going to say you're not part of that? That's a lie. You had guests on your show to help back you up and reinforce some of the things that you started by trying to find dirt on me in any way you can, interviewing people, even bringing the woman herself on. And you knew the story. You knew damn well what the story was. There really was no story. But you made it into one. Then you have your buddies take over. Someone in particular that did not like me. Let's both join in and attack Frank. That's how it all happened. So I'm giving you an answer. Now, another lie, that I don't leave him alone. I did for a while. And it was a test, and he lost. While I didn't say anything for him for several weeks or more, and I went on to put my blogs on that had nothing to do with him, he was on his channels, and I say channels, still running his mouth about me. And he has the audacity to say to me, I never talk about Frank. I never do nothing wrong to Frank. I never started this. Listen, champ, you know the answer to that. I'm not going to spar with you even on this blog. We both know the answer to that. Of course you'll get defensive and you'll say something. Look, how many times have you said, I'm done with him. I don't even want my viewers to talk about him. He's a dead subject. When did you ever honor that? You talked about me constantly, and you will talk about me after I put this blog on. You will talk to me about me every single day, even if I'm not the topic matter. All it takes is one viewer to make a comment about me, and you are rough and ready to jump in there and respond back in a negative way about me. So you wonder why I don't like you. Really? Shit, it would take far less than that for me not to like somebody. You went over the top, I have to tell you that. You went over the top. Then the audacity of saying that I never said anything that was, the famous word I like to use, in accusing me of egregious crimes. And they were crimes that you accused me of. And as I said to my viewers, I said, you know what? No matter how much you dislike somebody, you never, 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 never go that low to destroy or try to destroy a man's life. Do you know how many people are in prison for crimes they didn't do that are suffering? Put yourself in that place, I ask you. How would it feel? Well, then understand how I feel and how protective I have to be of myself when somebody that I never even met says these kind of things about me. And Gilda, oh my God, she has more fury, although you never heard it because she's not like that. More fury about this than even I have, because she's been with me just about all the time during this time period of this certain woman that you accuse me of doing harassing and all this other crap. She's talked to the woman. She's put her makeup on for her. We brought him to lunch and dinners and breakfasts and to the malls. Bought them items. We were close to this family. There was no crazy shit going on with her or her family. So you can understand, now that a friendship is lost as a result of you, sir, why I am feeling this way. You do not do these things, say these things, insinuate anything about anyone, not just inclusive of me, and expect to get away with this shit. You see, I can't get it out of my mind. It's embedded in my mind. As much as I try and say I forgive Dave that he was just being a fucking asshole. If he just called me an idiot and everything else and called me an old man, which, by the way, you're very disrespectful of somebody that's older than you, and you're not a spring chicken at 50 years old. I will tell you that. So it's kind of funny. It's obtuse is what it is. It's terribly obtuse. There's your answer. Yeah, it's in my memory for the rest of my life. And until I get an apology from you, and you tell the public, let's just make it easy for you that you exaggerated certain things you heard. Why don't we do that? Make it easier for you. Until you give me, sir, an apology, I'm not going to stop forgetting. Trust me. You don't know me, but just trust me on that. I will never forget. And I want to clear something up. You're trying to use this thing about your niece. I will rebuttal that again, as I did many times. I never came up with this thing about your niece. Okay? I mentioned it in passing of what somebody told me, and you got it on tape. All right? And when you're mad at me, you say things to me all the time that you hear also besides make up. It's a back and forth thing. You talk about my wife. One time I turned the tables on you and talked about your wife, and you became unglued. It's okay when it's coming from you. When the tables are turned, you get all pissed off. No, Dave, I never believed that you molested your niece. As much as I don't like you, I don't believe that you did anything like that. I refuse to believe that. So I hope you got everything straight now, and that's all I have to say. Otherwise, it's becoming redundant. Anyway, I hope I've answered your questions this time out loud in public on my channel. This is live. It's not live. Gilda's at my side here. She's wondering what I was recording here. Just recording something to our friend out there. He wanted to know why I'm always on his case. And I gave him a written answer on his last blog, and now I'm giving him a answer on my channel here. So, and I basically said that he's the one that initiated all this crap, made up all this crap, lied about everything. You know, it started off with this GoFundMe. I'm recapping so you could hear it. And it just went on from there. The thing about Nika, you were there with me practically all the time. Yeah. So you know everything was going on with Nika. And you were friendly with her too, helping her with makeup and all kinds of things, talking with her. My witness is right here. So you can understand why I'm mad. Because it's a lie. I know it is, because you know, I'm the person here that you're talking about. You know, you're putting words in my mouth. That's why things are so volatile between me and you, Dave. That's why they will never change. But my memory is there forever. What you accused me of, because you put me through a lot of stress, a lot of turmoil, and you're very good at that. And whether it could ever be a truce with you and me, I don't know. An apology would be needed, and say, yeah, I did say things about you that I know were not true, Frank. Only when you say that to me. Admit it. You go to church now, you're saying? Say it in church, to yourself first, and to your God. Then say it to me on here, publicly. Would you swear in front of Jesus Christ, if he came off the cross, unnailed himself, came to life, would you say that in front of Jesus Christ? Is what you got to answer yourself. Would you say that? That you did never say these things about me? Think about that one, Ace. That's your answer.